The Boys is right up that alley. I mean, they had literal Nazis last season. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're talking Boys episode 4. We already did episode 1, 2, and 3 all together. They all came out at once. So make sure you go check out that video of us talking about it. If you're watching on replay, we're talking spoilers and everything. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it, come back, let us know what you thought about it. If you're watching live, spoilers, just so you know, because this one ends on a big old doozy. Like a big old man. I think Brandon said, like, was it like Monday, I think, or not even. I think it was like Friday or something. You said, you guys watch it?
Have you seen this? Yeah.
And now I know why you said it.
I think it was like right when I finished it up.
Yeah, just nice.
Like,
and then now I understand why. Like, I watched it. I watched it this today during my lunch, so nice and fresh.
Well, since you were the first one to watch it, Brandon, why don't you go ahead and talk about this first? What did you like?
I'm so amazed, and I know I talked about this last week, just how quickly they jumped. They basically like just raw. They're just raw dogging us this season, man. In terms of in terms of shock value, the social satire, just the gore and violence factor. Like, this is easily the most extreme season, as far as I'm concerned, in every sense of the word, and I mean that in the best possible way. I'm really happy with The Boys because I also think this is one of those rare instances where the show or the adaptation is actually an improvement over the source material.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that this season is basically like anxiety in show form. Like I'm legit on the edge of my seat, and it's very seldom that I am so much on the edge of my seat. There were a few parts that were even just plain unsettling, especially like the final confrontation, or not the final confrontation, but the end of the episode with Soldier Boy. What ends up happening with Supersonic? A-Train can go to hell, by the way. Just when I was thinking he was cool.
I thought he might become a hero. He might become on the other side. It might be to work with Hughie, after what he did to his girlfriend. And now I'm like, man, he got to go.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying the show works so well. It kind of keeps you guessing and keeps you takes you by surprise in the best possible way. And I think like one scene that really stood out, and I'm kind of curious to see the path that Hughie in particular goes down, because at the end, he was so euphoric with the powers from Compound V that he had gotten, he wasn't even paying attention to what happened to Kamiko like 2 feet away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So give someone a doormat, give someone who's basically spent their whole life as a doormat that level of power, and something bad is bound to happen. So I'm interested to see where they go with that. Yeah, I was just like, damn, great episode. This season they're really, really bringing it.
Is she dead?
I don't think that she's going to be dead. I'm kind of curious to see.
She's basically Wolverine. So yeah, I feel like that's what's going to happen. You bury her, and then give her a little time, and she goes back.
And I think we're going to get more answers when Friday rolls around. Like, if Soldier Boy is like, if he completely strips away your powers, or if he like basically like neutralizes them temporarily. I'm kind of inclined to think it might be the latter. Like, he just temporarily neutralizes
takes
powers.
Yeah. But even that's like huge.
Which you can kill Homelander with.
And it's a big DV. Yeah. Obviously that must have been the weapon they were talking about getting access to. And I'm interested. I think it's cool that they kind of changed up his powers from the comics. In the comics, he was just basically like a straight up Captain America knockoff, Captain America parody of sorts. So I'm interested to see further where they go. And I've read like rumors and interviews. They're saying this dude's going to be like worse than Homelander, which is really something.
Yeah, I I heard the rumors on that too.
Yeah,
well, they kind of foreshadowed that too. I mean, we saw what he was at the war. During the battle, we see what he was doing. He was about.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is going to be something.
Yeah, this is gonna be tripped out. Really, really, really liking this season so far.
Yeah. Sorry, I got my cat parrot on my shoulder.
Why don't you go first? You go second. I'll go last.
Here we go. Yeah, man. I didn't see what was Hughie's my biggest thing going on. Hey, thank you, Omar. Because I really wasn't sure what was gonna happen with Hughie. Like, is he gonna take it? Is he not gonna take it? And then on top of that, he gets like super speed, like A-Train of all people.
That was
all people.
Oh my
I was
god!
like, what? So that's just kind of like karma. Yeah, and the way he was just acting about it, like you just put your entire arm through somebody's chest, dude. Like, and he was happy and smiling and, like you said, like euphoric, and it sucks to see. And everyone was more mad at Hughie than they were at.
Everyone was blaming Butcher. They were like, Butcher,
Butcher.
How would you allow this to happen to him? He's the good one. He's the one that we're supposed to be protecting. How would you allow this to happen?
There's always a Jiminy Cricket. I always refer that, like the conscience of the group, especially in like something like The Boys, and it was always Hughie. But now Hughie, he's gone down this road, and I think it was at the end of episode 1, it already kind of happened. In episode 2, he's just flat out. He goes, "We need to do it your way." I was like, "Damn, Hughie, really?" Like, he just like said, "F it," But Hughie's the big one. And then I think the next episode, I'm really curious of what's going to happen with the Soldier Boy. Like, was he the weapon now? That's kind of the question. Or was the weapon used on him? Like, so many questions with that. I'm so freaking excited to watch it. Like Brandon said, like sitting at the edge of your seat, and that was like me at work. I'm just like sitting there watching on my phone because it's blocked on my computer. So and I don't think I would watch it on my work computer anyway. There's some
By the way, side note, Laz Alonso's acting, Mother's Milk, top tier. When he tells Soldier Boy, get out of that, that tank. That look of fear, dread, hate, confusion. So we sleep on Laz Alonso as Mother's. Well, he's one of my favorite characters in the show anyway, but great acting from him in particular. I gotta single him out. That was great.
Yeah, even the way the episode started, kind of with him watching Solid Gold or something with a replay of with Soldier Boy on it. Yeah, so that was kind of like funny, but it was like you kind of got glimpses of what happened, like how he killed. So it was like some kind of car crash that Soldier Boy might have caused. So I'm curious to know what's going on with that. But I really like that we're getting more of everyone else's backstory a little bit more. Like Frenchie is getting at some. I wish he had a little bit more, but definitely Mother's Milk. Ooh, Marvin, but he's always Mother's Milk. MM, they call him a lot, but yeah, he's really interesting. He even told him why he came to the boys, or why Butcher brought him to the boys. He's like, yeah, because I'm the asshole, but you're the guy that keeps them together.
You're the glue.
Yeah. So at the end of this, he's like, yeah, you ripped this team so much apart.
There's nothing to glue. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Without Hughie and without Kimiko, what do you have? And Frenchie is hanging on the thread. That's why I hope she's not dead, because Frenchie is ready to just and he loses it. And he can go crazy. I think he's like one step away from just going ballistic, and I don't think anyone could control him. He's allowing someone to control him. No one's gonna be able to control him then.
Yeah. Like he I could see him being like one bad day away from basically being the Punisher.
yeah, basically. But yeah, I mean, seeing especially them two of all the boys is she's granted she's the Wolverine of the group, but she's also the innocent one. You know what I mean? Like
She really
it was
is.
never meant for her, so she's like, you know, like a child, you know? And then Hughie is the good guy, and now they're kind of both gone almost. You know, like is she gonna live or die? I think she's obviously gonna live. And then Hughie is just literally on a power trip right now. You know,
Yeah.
so it's really weird or interesting that they're taking those two characters and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna take them who we introduced to the boys who made the group better and pull them out and see if the boys can still operate like how they did back then. But
Yeah.
man, I'm loving this show so much, you know. And I didn't know what they can do after last season, and every episode since the first one is crazier and crazier and cooler. Homelander is so scary now because he's so smart and he's playing the game, and he is a true force to be reckoned with now.
Yeah,
he's unstoppable and he's likable by the masses. So damn.
Oh, likable by the masses, by the fringe, of the population that voices their opinion the most. Yeah. They like him, you know, being that crazy guy. This episode was just jolting. Everything that happened was just like, wow. Like, I think Hughie's going. We're going to solve this Hughie thing. I think they're going to start the next episode with Hughie throwing up and having the worst hangover of his life. You ever seen someone that had that first time drinking and having it going crazy, oh, and then they don't remember all the stuff that happened, and they're going to have to be told about what happened, and they're going to have the, you know, just all these bad reactions. I think that's going to be Hughie. Mm-hmm. And he was going to realize that this power thing is not for me. You know, this is not for me. And I think Butcher's going to be the one that's going to be addicted to it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he's already taken it more than once.
Yeah,
for no reason. Yeah, he didn't even need it. You know,
but that's the thing. Like an addict justifies the reason why they're using. You know, he's like, well, it's just this one time, just for now. You know, and you definitely start seeing that happen.
Yeah, and he because he even tried to justify it the second time by saying glass emergency type thing, I believe was his line. So
yeah, he's like, you know, you expect me to be a douche. You know, this Butcher is, I don't know, he's so much like Homelander, it's scary. You know, and I feel like that eventually by the end of this season, they're going to be on the same side fighting against Soldier Boy. And he might be, I think Butcher might be alone. I think that everyone else might take a step away from him, and he might be alone, and he's going to be left in shambles, and he was going to, you know, go back and pick him up and nurse him back to health and all that stuff. Because I think everyone else is going to leave him. Everyone's going to say, I can't follow this guy. He's too much.
What about Ryan? I
don't know.
The half the little boy.
Maybe Ryan's what brings him back. You think? I mean, I don't know, because Ryan can smell when he's doing these things. It's like your dad's an alcoholic.
It could be.
And you can smell the alcohol on. Like, I know what's going on, man. And you really working with the guy who killed my mom? It doesn't matter if it's his dad. But you really working with the guy that killed mom? You know, yeah, and that what slaps him back. He brings him back to reality. He has to go back with his tail between his legs and ask for everyone's forgiveness. And I don't know if anyone's going to be there to do it. And I don't know what the hell Starlight's about to do. Oh, man.
Oh, God. Yeah, she's like a...
And that she has to be in a room with all of them. She has to be in a room with the guy who kind of raped her, and then you have Homelander. This is just going to be so bad for her. Everywhere she looks, she's going to hate every single person.
Yeah, and now alongside A-Train, the guy who friggin' snitched her only friend that was a member of the Seven out.
Yep.
Yeah, like I'm curious to see how that works out, especially for the in the case of A Train and the Deep, just all the bootlicking they're doing towards Homelander.
Well, they're afraid. They're afraid.
Yeah. I wonder how if it's going to backfire on them or if something's going to happen. But yeah, they're definitely afraid. They're only out for themselves, and yeah, that A Train shit was not cool. Like I'm like, screw this guy.
I think Starlight has to go back to Queen Maeve.
Just starting to warm up to him too.
You have to. Starlight has to go back to Queen Maeve. That has to be the person that she is with. You know, if you're training, I'm training. If we have to do this to kill him, this is what we're going to do. You know, and that's the only person she could hold true to her. You know, you can't deal with. You know, I can't believe they let the Deep still be there. I don't know. I don't know what else you can do.
Well, the Deep is only there for a mind F for Starlight. Like that's the only reason he's there. It's just like you need to mess with her head, and then the whole A Train thing. Like Brandon said, you're rooting for him. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe he's starting to get a soul, and he's starting to feel something. And then he does that. I was like,
sells him out immediately,
man. Yeah. And I thought it was gonna be the other way around. I thought Supersonic was gonna be the one who betrays him because he was accepting everything too much, too easily. He's like, okay, I'll help you. Yeah. You know.
So. Or if Homelander did get onto him and murder him, I was thinking it wasn't going to be until like the later half of the season. Or towards the end.
He only got 2 episodes. That was like so bogus.
Yeah, well, technically 4, kind of, since they put out the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, I guess technically he died in the 4th episode. We didn't really see him in the 1st episode, but he was there. Yeah, he was there. You're right. You got 4 episodes, and you're out. Yeah, like 4 speaking parts, and then you're dead.
Crazy.
What about what Victoria Newman did? Did that surprise you?
What part? Yeah, I was gonna say that or her selling out Edgar.
Selling out Edgar's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect that.
I was like, wow, you just gonna sell out Edgar like your dad? So and he was like, yeah, I should realize she's more like me. Just sell me out there. And I love what Edgar said. He's still not afraid of Homelander. And he looks at him in his eyes, he's like, you're gonna realize you need me. You need me to be there to stop you from doing what you're doing. You know, without me, you're nothing still. And he believes it. He really believes he's nothing. You know, and now
I think that's what he called him.
That. Yeah,
that was the coolest speech where he's like, where Homelander keeps telling me like, you're nothing, you're garbage, you don't deserve blah blah blah. And he's like, I'm not your daddy. I'm not gonna give you approval and this and that. And then he even like said, he goes, you're just bad product. I was like, damn. That's not even saying you're not even a human. You're just like you're a bad product. You're a mess up from like our experiments. I was like, you're
just a thing, you know.
Yeah. He basically called him a velociraptor.
Yeah, you're a failed experiment.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean this bad experiment can destroy everything so quickly.
This is going to be weird because he can't. Well, now the Soldier Boy is back. He doesn't realize it now, but he has someone that can eliminate his powers, that makes him vulnerable, that allows maybe Queen Maeve to be able to to fight with him now, or Starlight to do some things to it. I mean, this is going to be World War III. It's going to be nuts.
I'm excited to finally see what this Jensen Ackles. We got a lot of the flashbacks. I'm like, now see him in today's world. Like, what's up with his, like, is he not all there anymore? Like, what's gonna go on with something like that? Like, is he just a different person? Does he even remember who he is at this point? So
yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna get a Winter Soldier effect where he's basically just brainwashed and basically like a tool.
I mean, either way, he's a tool. But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Yeah, I'm curious to see because he didn't know what was going on. He didn't say anything, and then he just let out that burst of energy and then just ran off. So I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm curious. So we've been going for a little while for the boys. Any last thoughts? Any like wild predictions? I know we already kind of said a lot of the wild predictions, but
And the truth is, we all have no effing clue
Yeah, I
because
think
they will do anything. So we have no idea. They could go way to the right, way to the left, and we just be like, yeah, we accept it because
yeah.
you have no idea what they're going to do.
I think the only absolute I can kind of put together based on what we've seen for the next episode is things are going to be a little more. I feel like things are going to be a little more Soldier Boy centric on this next episode. Since he's been like pretty much one of the main things we've been waiting on. I think you legit just never know with the boys. I thought I knew where they were going to go at the beginning of the season, and they basically they basically threw me for a loop. So I don't even think you can say anything about where they're going to go.
Whose team? I mean, you don't know what is going on. Everyone is on. They're all adversaries. It's like just 12 people just dangling and just dancing. And you have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, everyone's
is
out for
Hughie and
themselves.
Starlight going to break up? Who can Starlight trust? Can Hughie trust Butcher? Could Butcher trust Hughie? Is Eminem, is Mother's Milk going to be, or Marvin, whatever, going to trust anyone? Is he going to go back home? Is Frenchie going to go nuts and kill everybody? I mean, you don't know what's going on. Or is he going to go, kill the whole Russian mob? I mean, you don't know what's happening. It's just so nuts. I love this show. So, I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen Friday.
Yeah. And I love that I have no idea what's going to happen on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, it keeps all of us on our toes. I mean, and it keeps getting more and more messed up. It's stuff where Marvel just can't get to. I mean, they won't ever want to either. It's just not going to ever happen. Where these guys,
it has its niche.
Yeah, they can go all out and go stupid. Yeah. So, and I love them for it. Because we get Miss Marvel, very kid friendly, and then we get the boys, which is the complete opposite. So as superhero stories at least. So yeah, I'm loving this show. But we'll probably end that one here. So next week, so Friday, as we're recording this right now on Wednesday. So Friday in a couple of days, the new episode comes out. But we'll talk about that one next Wednesday live. So make sure you guys are subscribed and like the video if you like what's going on with the boys right now. And we're on our way to 250. We're only a couple more subs and we hit 250. So that's for me, that's like super awesome. Like super hyped about that.
Right.
Yeah, a quarter of the way to 1,000. So that's the goal. So
there we go.
Thank you guys.
But yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, really. And share the video too. If there's any other videos you like, you do. Yeah, exactly. And also, check us out on Facebook. We're Spoiler Kings. Link is in the description. Put a bunch of different stuff up there, different memes, jokes, rumors, news, all that good stuff. So that's fun over there. Seeing all that stuff on Spoiler King, on Facebook. But yeah, let's get out of here, man. So if you're watching live, stick around. We'll probably hang out for another minute or so, figure out what we're gonna do. Watching a replay, appreciate it. Thank you. And we will see you guys next week with another episode of The Boys. So, later.
See you guys.